Hello and festive greetings to all our viewers here on Sports Buzz. In the next half an hour, we're going to bring you all the latest and all the firecrackers that bursted on different sporting arenas from across the world, straight from Cricket World Cup to all the Premier League clashes. We will get you everything in the next 30 minutes. Let's quickly begin with top headlines of the hour. India maintains a 9-0 clean sweep at ICC Cricket World Cup group stage encounter. India to next face New Zealand in the semi-finals. Ace tennis star Novak Djokovic secures year-end top ranking for a record-extending 8th time. And at Premier League, Chelsea and Manchester City draw 4-4, settles for a point apiece. On the other hand, Mohamed Salah becomes the first Liverpool player to score in each of its first 6 home league games. First up, let's get you all the action from ICC Men's Cricket World Cup. In its last group stage encounter, India defeated Netherlands at M. Chinnaswamy Stadium in Bengaluru. Chasing a mammoth 411-run target, the Dutch batsmen could only manage to reach 250 runs in 47.5 overs. For Team Netherlands, Teja Nidamanuru scored 54 runs, while Subran scored 45. Earlier, opting to bat first, India were off to a great start with Rohit Sharma and Shubman Gill smashing half-centuries. Virat Kohli followed with a 51-run knock. Shreyas Iyer and KL Rahul then staged a 208-run partnership for the 4th wicket, taking the men in blue to 410 runs for the loss of 4 wickets, which is their highest total in this edition of Cricket World Cup. Shreyas Iyer smashed an unbeaten 128, while KL Rahul scored 102. For Team Netherlands, Basti Lead took 2 wickets each. After victory, India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi congratulated Team India. He wrote on X, and I quote his congratulatory wish over here. Congratulations to Team India on their fantastic victory against the Netherlands. Such an impressive display of skill and teamwork. Best wishes for the semis. India is elated, unquote. Now, soon after the clash, Indian fans who attended the match lauded India's stupendous performance after their clinical performance against the Netherlands. Let's take a listen.
It was a clinical performance by everybody, especially by Shreyas Iyer and our homeboy KL Rahul. We feel very good to see our homeboy play such a good innings here at home.
Amazing performance by everybody, and the crazy fact is everybody bowled today. And Virat got wicket, and it was very amazing.
It was a fantastic match, unbelievable. It's a very good way ending the series and going to the semi-finals. We're waiting for the New Zealand to kick them.
See everybody bowling today. That was like, cake on the ice. We saw Virat. At the end, we saw even Rohit. So that was too good.
I'm so happy India was win. So it's very honorable to India and for us also. It's very happy to us.
Today it's a very special win, not because of Diwali. We have seen everyone bowling them. That made it a very special thing. It was unexpected, all of them coming to bowl. Shubman Gill, Virat, and bowling and taking a wicket. Rohit and Virat, that was amazing.
Yes, I want to file a petition in my gully cricket, Rohit Sharma should be a captain because he'll give bowling and batting to everyone. And trust me, this team is beatable.
This was one of the greatest wins. Everybody got 50. All the batters have got 50. And I think India is going to win the World Cup.
This is the first time we got a strong bowling team. So we're going to get this just because of the strong bowling team, even though we have a strong batting lineup.
We played very well. We did the batting very well and we scored in 400s. So that was a very good thing.
What a perfect way to end their league campaign. 9 matches, 9 wins. Team India look invisible, and it's a special moment for celebration for fans all over the world celebrating Diwali, because it's Rohit Sharma and team that's made it a night to remember for every cricketing fan. Action now shifts to the semi-final, where New Zealand will be a tough nut to crack. But remember, India have 9 wins under their belt heading into the semi-finals. With camera person S. Jayashankar, Anil Thomas for DD India from Bengaluru.
And now let's take a look at Prime Minister Narendra Modi's congratulatory wish to the Indian cricket team, which he posted on X. Let's take a look at the wishes also. He posted, and I quote him here, "Congratulations to Team India on their fantastic victory against the Netherlands. Such an impressive display of skill and teamwork. Best wishes for the semis. India is elated." So this is the tweet which has come out from Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He posted it on X, the social media platform, soon after India's victory over Team Netherlands. And with this, India also assured its 9-0 clean sweep. Now, India's victory march has been aided by tremendous form of its batters, pacers as well as spinners. India reached the semi-final in an emphatic manner. DD India's Prateek Singh has more on this report. Let's take a look.
India's domination in the ICC World Cup continues as it has crushed opponents in its wake. Men in blue, as they are fondly called, are invincible so far, winning 8 out of their 8 matches. As a result, they have qualified for semi-final. Batters like Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli and KL Rahul have dominated the proceedings. Pacers such as Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Sami and Mohammad Siraj have demolished opponents to paltry totals, while spin duo of Kuldeep Yadav and Ravindra Jadeja have bewildered rivals with their guile and accuracy. Indians have stamped their authority, but the beginning wasn't easy. They had a shocking start against Australia. 3 of their top 4 batsmen fell for duck, but Kohli and Rahul guided them to a 6-wicket victory. In the following encounters against Afghanistan, Pakistan, Bangladesh and New Zealand, India cruised to victory. However, defending champion England put the Indian batters under duress, restricting the host for 229 runs. But Bumrah and Sami saved India from blushes as 2019 winners were skittled out for 129 runs. Indian caravan moved to Mumbai for match against Sri Lanka. India notched up a formidable total of 357 runs. In reply, Sri Lanka crumbled to one of the lowest totals in the ODI history, scoring only 55 runs. Indian pacer Mohammad Sami ran amok, grabbing 5 wickets in 5 overs only. The match against South Africa, which was billed as the Clash of Titans, turned out to be lopsided. Proteas were bowled out for paltry 83 runs while chasing India's mammoth total of 326 runs. Wrecker-in-chief was Ravindra Jadeja, who ran through their middle order, taking 5 scalps. This match was also special for Kohli, as he equalled Sachin Tendulkar's record of 49 centuries in one-day internationals. As tournament progresses, Indian fans would hope for the host's dream run to continue. Prateek Singh, DD India.
And now let's take a look at the match officials for the first semi-finals between India and New Zealand, which will be played on Wednesday at the iconic Wankhede Stadium. Now, the on-field umpires are Richard Lingworth and Rod Tucker. The third umpire would be Joel Wilson, whereas the fourth umpire will be Adrian Holstoke. The match will be refereed by Andy Pycroft. So these are the officials. And if we talk about the South Africa versus Australia match, the second semi-final, which will be played on Thursday at Kolkata, on-field umpires would be Richard Kettlebrough and Nathan Menon. Third umpire would be Chris Goffney, and the fourth umpire would be Michael Goff. Match referee will be Javkal Srinath. So these are the officials for both the semi-finals, which are all set to take place on the 15th and 16th of November. The first semi-final that will be played on the 15th of November will be taking place at the iconic Wankhede Stadium, whereas the second semi-final, which will be taking place on the 16th of November, will be taking place at the iconic Eden Gardens at Kolkata. Now, in this special segment of ICC Men's Cricket World Cup, let's also talk about Team New Zealand that has leapfrogged into the semi-final at this edition. The Kiwis will take on India on Wednesday, but their campaign has been a roller coaster ride. They began with a bang, winning 4 matches in a row. However, there was a losing streak as the Black Caps lost 4 matches on the trot. Here's a review of their journey by Prateek Singh. Let's take a look. It has been a roller coaster odyssey for New Zealand at the ongoing 2023 ICC Men's Cricket World Cup. They began their campaign with a bang, winning 4 matches on the trot. However, there was a slump as the Black Caps then lost 4 matches in a row. When it came to the crunch, the Kiwis found their mojo. They crushed Sri Lanka in their last league match to leapfrog into the semi-finals because of net run rate. Batter Rachin Ravindra spearheaded the charge. He scored over 550 runs with 300s and a staggering average of more than 70. Rachin has been ably supported by Daryl Mitchell, who's notched up 400 runs with 100 and remarkable average of nearly 60. Devon Conway also chipped in, slamming over 350 runs with 100 and impressive average of nearly 45. The New Zealand's bowling unit has been up to the scratch. Mitchell Santner snared 16 victims in 9 matches. On the other hand, Trent Boult dismissed 13 batters, while Matt Henry bagged 11 wickets. Now, in the inaugural match, New Zealand crushed defending champions England by 9 wickets. Devon Conway and Rachin Ravindra slammed rapid, unbeaten tons to overcome 283-run victory target. Then they thumped the Netherlands by 99 runs, with left-arm spinner Santner snaring 5 wickets. The Netherlands was bundled out for 223 in pursuit of New Zealand's 322 runs for a loss of 7 wickets. Bangladesh turned out to be no good for Kiwis as they made short work of the target of 245 for a loss of 9 wickets. Afghanistan's sloppy fielding helped New Zealand stretch its winning streak to 4. The 2019 runners-up went on to post 288 for a loss of 6 wickets as Afghanistan floored 4 catches and blew a stumping opportunity. They bundled out Afghanistan for 139 inside 35 overs. After this, their victory march met with a roadblock. The Kiwis lost 4 matches against India, Australia, South Africa and then Pakistan. Though it was a tough luck against Pakistan as they had posted over 400 runs, but men in green prevailed in rain-curtailed match due to DLS method and blistering century by Fakhar Zaman. Now at this stage, New Zealand was relegated to chasing pack for semi-final berth, but their fate was in their hand as they rose to the occasion against Sri Lanka, paving their way to the top 4. Now their ultimate clash is against a superior team India at Mumbai's Wankhede Stadium. Prateek Singh's report for DD India. Staying on cricket, the ICC announced 3 new additions to the ICC Hall of Fame on Monday, with legendary opener Virendra Sehwag, Indian trailblazer Dina Edulji and Sri Lanka superstar Arvinda de Silva being the latest inductees. One of the most destructive batters of the modern era, Sehwag joins the ICC Cricket Hall of Fame with a record that is unable to be met by many. The 3 legends will be honoured during the ICC Men's Cricket World Cup semi-final between India and New Zealand at the iconic Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai. The International Cricket Council on Monday announced the cricketers inducted into the ICC Hall of Fame as the class of 2023. Former ICC ODI World Cup winners Arvinda de Silva and Virendra Sehwag have been inducted as part of class of 2023 along with pioneering Indian women's cricketer Dina Edulji. De Silva, Edulji and Sehwag will join as inductees number 110, 111 and 112. De Silva enjoyed a 19-year international career for Sri Lanka, notably playing a starring role in their memorable run to victory at the ICC Cricket Men's World Cup in 1996. Upon his induction, De Silva said, "This achievement is a tribute to the dedication, sacrifice and love that have shaped my cricketing journey. My family, my parents, my sister, my wife and children are my anchor and deserve the deepest thanks for their unwavering support and sacrifice which have propelled me towards success." Edulji becomes the first Indian female inducted into the ICC Hall of Fame. She had a 17-year-old long international playing career and played pioneering role in establishing the most successful domestic team in Indian women's cricket history. Idulji said, "It indeed is a great honour to be the first Indian women's cricketer to be inducted and join a galaxy of cricketers, male and female, from across the world. I am delighted to be considered for this award. It is not only a proud moment for me, my family and friends, but also for BCCI and Indian women's cricket team." Sehwag was also a pivotal figure in the World Cup winning campaign for India back in the year 2011, and his record-breaking career spanned for 14 years and over 17,000 runs in international cricket. Sehwag said, "I would like to thank the ICC and the jury for inducting me with this honour. I feel extremely grateful for having spent a great part of my life doing what I loved most, hitting the cricket ball." Sehwag scored a total 23 Test centuries during his illustrious career, the fifth most by an India men's player, with his highest score of 319 against South Africa in Chennai in 2008, the best of any Indian player ever. Sehwag totalled 8,273 runs for India in 50-over cricket, and his 219 against the West Indies in Indore in 2011 remains the third highest score achieved by any men's player at ODI level. Sports Desk, DD India. Now let's get you an update from tennis. Ace tennis star Novak Djokovic secured year-end top ranking for a record extending 8th time as he beat Holger Rune at the ATP finals. Novak Djokovic tamed Danish debutant Holger Rune with a 7-6, 6-7, 6-3 victory in his opening round-robin match at the ATP finals to seal the year-end #1 ranking. Djokovic will next face Jannik Sinner on Tuesday. The Serbian's 19th successive victory also ended any chances of Spain's Carlos Alcaraz overtaking him in the rankings this week.
Yeah, it's huge. It means a lot. Obviously, I knew that coming into the tournament here, I needed only one win to clinch the year-end #1, and I really wanted that to happen already tonight. I didn't want to prolong, in a way, the situation and complicate, in a way, this particular goal. So I'm really glad that I managed to do that tonight.
On being asked if this is his best season ever, Novak Djokovic said that it is one of the best just because of the fact that he could not make it 4 out of 4 slams in a year.
One of the best years. No, I wouldn't say the best, but one of the best. I mean, the fact that I've won 3 out of 4 slams and played the final of the 4th, and it's still not the best year of my life. It's quite quite nice to have that kind of situation, but it's definitely one of the best seasons. I mean, I had a couple of years, I think 3 times that I won 3 out of 4 slams in a season, like in 2011, 2015, and in those years I won more matches. I mean, I played more tournaments, and I was really, I mean, feeling very dominant on the tour. So it's quite different circumstances this year comparing to all the other years, because I played, what, 10, 11 tournaments this year. I played very little, least of anybody. And I just managed to peak at the right tournaments at the right time, and that's what matters to me, really. So, I mean, Grand Slam season, one of the best for sure. Overall, also, especially in the last couple of months, I haven't lost a match since Wimbledon. So, I've been feeling great on the court and playing really well. But it's hard to compare.
Now let's get you a report on Kabaddi. A decade ago, Kabaddi was virtually unknown in Tanzania, but the sport is now enjoying an unprecedented growth in the country. Established with the support of the Indian Embassy in Tanzania, the nation's Kabaddi Association is working hard to grow Kabaddi. DD India's Isaac Lucando has more on the sport's development in Tanzania.
A weekly practice session for members of the Buffalo Kabaddi Club in Dar es Salaam. The club is one of several in the country that are spearheading the growth of the game of Kabaddi.
In 2013, When we started, the game's reception was very poor. We mostly used players from other sports, since I also teach assorted games. But as days go on, the situation has improved. We now have a large program. All the national team players, for example, come from our school program.
In 2021, Tanzania hosted the Africa Kabaddi Championship tournament for the first time, where the national team were runners-up behind winners Egypt. Zuena Hassan, who took part in the women's team, says the main challenge to the game's growth is competition from mainstream sports.
Kabaddi is not like football. Football has lots of aspects to it, while Kabaddi is not as complicated. With sponsors investing and good players like us representing the country, we can go far through Kabaddi.
The growth of Kabaddi in Tanzania lends itself to support from the Indian government, which now includes the services of 2 coaches who are currently helping to train players. So far, 2 players from Tanzania have already featured in the Indo-International Premier Kabaddi League.
Compared to other games, Kabaddi doesn't require a lot of resources to play. For instance, in terms of space, a 10 by 13 meter ground suffices, which means it can be played almost anywhere. This and a host of other factors have convinced the leadership of the Tanzanian Kabaddi Association that the game could scale up its presence in the country.
Coaches from India say apart from a language barrier, they seem to be making progress in the country.
We are going for training for coaches and officials, as well as we are doing training for players also. So in all aspects we are trying to do the work so that in future they can come up as a good team.
The Tanzanian Kabaddi Association has lofty dreams of becoming African champions and possibly dominating at the global competition in India next year. But for now, the country's players continue to train, hoping that one day, Kabaddi will take a seat among mainstream sports in Tanzania. Isaac Lukando in Dar es Salaam, reporting for DD India.
Moving on, let's get you an update from the world of soccer. Chelsea's stunning 4-4 draw with Premier League champions Manchester City sent a resounding signal that the new-look side are finally finding mojo after a faltering start to the season. The Blues came from behind 3 times at Stamford Bridge and their never-say-die spirit was rewarded. The last gasp leveler was nothing less than the hosts, deserving from a game that saw City take the lead via an Erling Haaland penalty before Chelsea went 2-1 up, only for Manuel Akanji to make it 2-2 all before half-time. Now, Haaland restored City's lead a minute into the second half, but 20 minutes later, Nicholas Jackson pounced to make it 3-3. Rodri seemed to have won all 3 points for City with a deflected 86th minute shot before Palmer's late penalty. Stamford Bridge erupted in celebration under a downpour at the final whistle, even if the point left the Londoners in 10th place at the table. Mohamed Salah reached another milestone as Liverpool went second in the Premier League with a 3-0 victory over Brentford. Mohamed Salah scored in each half of Liverpool's victory to reach 200 goals in English football. He became the first player in their history to score in each of their first 6 home league games of a season. The club also climbed over Tottenham Hotspur and Arsenal in the table with 27 points after 12 games, while Aston Villa beat Fulham by 3-1 to match a 40-year-old club record of 13 straight home league victories. Villa Park has become a fortress under Unai Emery as his side, along with Liverpool and Man City, are the only teams to have won all their home matches so far at this edition of Premier League. Robert Lewandowski scored twice as Barcelona fought back after conceding an early goal to beat Lauli Alaves by 2-1 in La Liga. The victory also rescued the Spanish Giants after 2 losses in their last 3 games in all competitions. Barcelona are in 3rd place on 30 points, 2 behind Real Madrid in second and 4 off surprise leaders Girona. Alaves' 19-year-old striker Samu Omorodion shocked Barcelona when he opened the scoring 18 seconds after kickoff with a close-range strike following a quick counter-attack. The goal came after a mistake by Ilkay Gundogan, who lost the ball in the midfield, and the hosts were lucky to go in at the break, only one behind. Former Ghana forward Rafael Duamana passed away while playing for a local team in Albania. The 28-year-old lost consciousness while playing. Doctors gave him first aid when he was sent to the hospital. Well, the Albanian Federation said, and I quote their statement here, despite the immediate intervention of specialist doctors and all efforts to bring him back to life, the footballer unfortunately passed away, unquote. The Federation has postponed all games scheduled to take place in Albania this week. Duamina was diagnosed with a heart condition back in the year 2017 and during a game in Australia in 2021 where he collapsed on the pitch but was soon stabilized. Well, Duamina played for Ghana 9 times and scored 2 goals. And with this, it's a wrap here on Sports Pass for now, but news and updates will continue here on DD India. So don't go anywhere. Keep watching and keep tracking DD India for all latest news and updates from the country and the world. Thank you so much for joining us right now.